are back on the trail. We've walked 4/10 of a mile from the Peck Corner shelter back to the trail, and now we're headed to the Dry Sluice Gap Trail. Well, we're headed south, which is same direction as the Dry Sluice, but we're truly headed to Newfound Gap, which is in just over 10 miles. So let's get to hiking. All right, good morning everybody. We are on the trail, as I said, day 55, and we are moving from Peck Corner shelter to Newfound Gap, 10 miles. So pretty easy day, I guess, from a mileage standpoint. We'll meet my wife there, and then we'll take a zero, and then we're gonna link up with one of my old workmates, and he's gonna hike for 8 or 10 miles with us. So kind of a, you know, easy day followed by a zero, kind of rejuvenate ourselves for the push to Springer Mountain, which right now we're just over, well, we're 217 miles from. So should be good, and should be the first hour or so we should be hiking nearly alone, because the Great Smoky Mountain National Park mandates that if you're in the backcountry hiking area, which the AT is, you have to stay at the shelter, at or near a shelter. So because of that, you know, everybody gets clumped up, and so now the ice water shelter is only, I think, about 6 miles from here, but probably take another hour or so before we start passing people. But either way, yesterday a good day, kind of shortened the close out because there's a lot of people around the shelter, around 20 tents, and I didn't want to disrupt people that go to bed. I mean, you'd be amazed, people truly go to bed around 8 o'clock, because some hikers get up at 5 and are trying to get on the trail by 6. So anyways, apologize for the shortened version of the closeout, but yesterday was a big day. 19.5 we're kind of used to. I gotta say, hiker legs are a real thing, and I now have to admit I have them. Going 20's not a big deal for me, but what was a big deal yesterday was that 6,114 feet of climb. We did it. It didn't hurt us, and today the body's kind of back to refreshed after a decent night of sleep. But that's probably the highest we've climbed since we've been on the AT in one day, so pretty big. We won't have near that today, but still. Anyways, a lot to see and look at, so let's hike on. This is, I don't know, the Smokies so far are great for these little windows of great views. I mean, you've got, as you've seen yesterday, you get some truly great views, but equally, I bet you I walked by about 10 of these yesterday where they're just great windows but not wide open views. But nonetheless, you can't help but stop and look at them. another great view. They just keep coming today, and we will just keep taking them. Pretty much a 180 and multiple ridge lines. That morning haze playing in the mountains, in the valleys. Awesome. We're moving, we've went 5 3/4 miles, and we're kind of looking west, generally west, right off the trail. Very nice. Rock mountains. And glad we're not on that trail, because that I don't think is a trail, but a water runoff or something. Either way, I think you'd be rolling down that, not walking. That is like, man, 4 or 5 ridge lines deep. Very nice. Well, we made it to Newfound Gap, and it is really busy here. Cannot believe, well, you see the line of cars. I guess there's a road construction down the road a little ways, and that's backing cars up. But with or without that, it is just really backed up here. And so hopefully not backed all the way up to Gatlinburg, where my wife is coming from. And so hopefully she'll be here soon. But, you know, either way, nice 10 miles. Last 3 miles were awesome, because I was walking with Blu-ray. Another guy that is flip-flopping and got on in Harper's Ferry March 11th. So started 10 days behind us and caught up to us. And then he and I have been swapping back and forth the last week or so. He would stop and I'd go ahead, and then I'd stop and he'd go ahead. And probably would be the case. We got to talking and got each other's numbers. So we'll stay in contact all the way through Springer and probably in the future. But kind of cool just to have somebody that's on the same trek you are. So very enjoyable last 3 miles down into Newfound Gap. And so now we're gonna just sit back and get something to eat and enjoy that, and then I'll get back to you. Hey everybody, so we're here, and we got our tent set up and we've got our camp set up. We found a really good flat spot, so tonight's camp should be way better than last night's camp. And yeah, we got our camp set up, we had dinner, and now we're just kind of chilling out. So the end of a really good day with some really good views. As we came across that ridge line, we had, I don't know, 5 or 6 really great views of the valleys and the ridge lines to both the east and to the west. And then Charles Bunyan. Although I didn't get video of me out there, I got a picture that you should see at the end of this clip. That was that rock ledge that we kind of took a picture of near the end. And so all that was really good. And then as well, the last couple miles we were traveling, we ran into Blu-ray, a hiker that we've run into really been following each other for about the last month, and now to hook up with him and hike with him for a couple months.
Hey, you want some more of this pizza?
Hey, I'm trying to do the video. Could you leave me alone?
Yeah, pizza's getting cold.
I don't know. I don't know if this campsite is going to work out. We may have to pack up and move to the next campsite. So, I don't know. I'll get back to you. Have a good night.